All right, hey everybody, and welcome back to another video with the Florida Stacker. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about better bullion. And when I say better bullion, what I'm really talking about are coins, bars, and rounds that are minted to a higher standard. I'm going to give you an example here. This is a new coin that I just got in a couple of days ago. A few YouTube channels have already, got this coin out. It's the newest from the Perth Mint, and it is the 2020 1-ounce Guardian Lions or Pixie U coin. And why this falls into the better bullion category is probably pretty self-explanatory. It's a striking design. It comes from arguably, well, there's probably not much of an argument, the finest sovereign mint in the world, the Perth Mint of Western Australia. They put out the highest quality work, in my opinion, of the major mints that is also denominated in a national currency. So it's a coin, a 4 nines fine silver coin. This is a 2020 from Australia. On the obverse, you've got Queen Elizabeth in her latest effigy. And in my opinion, the Queen Elizabeth II on the Perth Mint Bullion is, I like it better than what you see on the Royal Canadian Mint coins. All right, so back over to the Pixie U, or Foo Dogs, like I like to call them when I first saw this coin. Here, let's see if we can get a couple different angles here for you so you can see all the detail. The Pixie U is a powerful Chinese mythical creature known to serve as protectors for practitioners of Feng Shui. And I may be pronouncing some of this wrong, so if I am, just bear with me. I'm reading this from the Perth Mint's website. The creatures are also appropriate for a nice bullion coin such as these because they also are a symbol of wealth. So the Pixie U's are symbols of wealth as well as protectors, which in my opinion is appropriate for such a nice coin. The coins are, pretty widely available now. You can get them at Apmex, JM Bullion, I'm sure Provident Metals, I imagine SD Bullion has them. I've seen them on a few of the major online bullion dealer websites. The reverse of the coin that we're looking at now was designed by kind of a homegrown designer from the Perth Mint. You've probably heard of her. Her name is Ying Zhong, one of the Perth Mint's top designers. She is famous for a lot of the work in the Lunar series. So if you're a collector or if you've been stacking for a long time, I'm sure you're familiar with the Perth Mint Lunar series, which they're on the third iteration, I believe, of that series now. So one other interesting fact about this coin, which we're not able to really, I can't show it to you. I'm going to read it right from the Perth Mint here, is that one other interesting fact of these coins is that they contain a security feature on the coin's edge. And it's only visible with a magnifying glass or a lens. So to recap, one advantage of better bullion is a high-quality mint with an interesting design. Now, while the Chinese theme designs are indeed becoming a little bit overdone, overplayed, you really can't discredit the incredible beauty of these Perth Mint coins. So another draw to better bullion is a series that people just absolutely love, a long-running series, and this one also comes from the Perth Mint in Western Australia. This is a 2018 Australian Kookaburra, and the Kookaburra is probably the favorite, if not a close second to the Chinese Panda when it comes to an annual coin that has a changing design that is just super popular all across the world as a higher premium, better bullion, collectible silver coin. So these are also 4/9 silver. This one is a 2018. It's got a dog privy at the top there, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and flip it around. So they have recently changed the obverse of the coin. So this is the older design here, the 2018. I'll go ahead and put it next to the 2020 so you can see there has been an update from 2018 to 2020. All right, let's go ahead and put this one back. So the Australian Kookaburra is, it's a coin it's got a very large following, and each year these fans look forward to the next release. As a matter of fact, 2019 marked the 30th release of this coin. So it's been going for over 30 years now, and still going strong. Very highly desired. So other than a mint that we love like the Perth Mint or limited mintage, striking designs, another thing about Better Bullion that kind of drew me in, and I don't have many, I've only got a couple of these, are the proof versions of a standard bullion coin. So here, I'll go ahead and grab a 2020 American Eagle in the bullion form, and then bring in the proof version to kind of give you a comparison, right? So on the left is the standard bullion coin. It's 3/9 fine silver, about a little more than 40 millimeters in diameter, 1 troy ounce. These are currently going for about somewhere between $25 to $27, depending on where you're shopping. It's an incredible premium over silver's spot price, which is in the low $18 range as of June 11th, 2020. However, the coin on the right, because of its limited, it's more limited. I don't know the exact numbers on how many proof coins they make, but they do carry a higher premium. And you can see there is just a lot of beauty in these coins. So I pick up a couple because I just like the way they look. Now, I'm primarily a stacker, and I'm buying and holding gold and silver, as well as a little bit of platinum, as a savings account, as a physical, tangible savings account. Real money, right? Money you can hold. I need it. I take it to my coin shop, and I get cash. But I'm actually trying to just accumulate and hold. Only been a few times that I've had to get into the stack. As a pretty new stacker, you're going to make some mistakes. So I wouldn't say go too heavy if you're more of a stacker and not so much a collector on these proof coins. But it is nice to have a couple of them in your stack. Also, as a YouTube content creator, having a little bit of variety does help, especially as I'm able to kind of bring these coins to my channel and show, other stackers that may or may not have these coins, what they look like, so they can make more informed decisions for themselves. All right, so there's the two coins again. So the proof coins, it's a Better Bullion coin. You've got the frosted Lady Liberty, the polished background. Don't mind the smudges on the capsule there for me pulling it out of the mint box. But all around, you're going to pay more for it. It's just, these are more of a collectible. I've only got a couple of years, and as mentioned, I don't think you should solely focus on these unless, of course, you're collecting them. But more stick with the bullion types, especially if you're looking to, use precious metals as a savings account, like what I'm doing. All right, so that's the proof coins, and you can get those proof coins in all kinds of different sovereign coin varieties. They make a proof and a reverse proof Libertad. I'm sure there's some proof Canadian Maple Leafs out there. They did do the Pride of Two Nations last year, which was a silver American Eagle and a Canadian Maple Leaf in a special proof design. But yeah, so those are the proof coins. All right, so now we're going to move on to the slabbed coins. And similar to the proof coins, I don't have too many of these, but I kind of got an interest in slab coins because I'm stacking. So I think 2019 was a pretty low mintage year for the Silver Eagle. That's not the reason I bought this. I actually bought it because I wanted to have one perfect coin from that year. So I found a label that I like, and I really do like the NGC Eagle with the 70 label. That's for the 2018 or newer bullion Silver Eagles. These, a lot of people don't believe in slabbing coins, and I'm kind of in that same boat, right? This is just so I can have one nice example of a coin that, I've got a tube of, and I'm working on another tube, which is the 2020 American Silver Eagle. So here's the 2019 version. I've got the same coin from 2018, and I actually did order the 2020 in the first day of issue. I just don't have it yet, but I do have the 2020 early release. Now, the early releases are probably even a worse value than the first day of issue. All that means is that the coin was struck during the first 30 days. They make so many of these Silver Eagles that that's kind of the argument, right? Is why are you going to put probably the most minted coin in the world in a slab? Well, there's a couple reasons behind that. One, because there are people out there like me who just want to have, a perfect example. And then there's also a lot of people out there that collect these and they collect all the different versions. Plus, they collect from the different grading companies like PCGS and NGC. So it's kind of a collector's market, not so much a stacking market. Although, of course, there's still the intrinsic value of the silver, and then it being a perfect 70, you can get more money for them. So, I think now is actually a pretty good time if you're thinking about picking up some higher quality bullion, some better bullion, because of the premiums. The demand that we saw when the coronavirus lockdowns really started back in March, we saw a massive demand spike in silver, which caused the price of one of these to go from $18 to $21, which was kind of the normal range at the beginning of the year, up to 25, 26, 27. I've even seen the 2020s from Apmex at $30. $30 for one silver bullion coin. That's a lot, right? You're paying a very hefty premium. So if you're going to pay that kind of a premium, you're not going to be able to purchase as many, right? Your dollar doesn't go as far. So maybe, pick up a perfect one, or pick up a nice proof coin. The prices on these have stayed pretty much the same. So whereas before, the better value was with the BU coin, this BU 2020 American Eagle is selling for about $1.50 to $2 more than this Kookaburra. And another coin that I want to show you real quick. I've only got one, and I absolutely love it. And this is from the Royal Australian Mint, not the Perth Mint. Don't confuse the two. The Perth Mint is, they do all of the uncirculated stuff. The Royal Australian Mint, they do some uncirculated stuff like this bullion coin I'm about to show you. This is the 2020 1 ounce Under the Southern Sky from the Royal Australian Mint. But the Royal Australian Mint, they also mint all of the circulated coins for Australia. So that's the difference. The Royal Australian Mint is like the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint makes, all the silver bullion and gold bullion coins and the circulating coins. In Australia, they've actually got two with two different missions. Just that the Royal Australian Mint can also mint bullion coins like this 4 9s fine, beautiful coin. I'm going to try to show you as much of the detail in this Australian $1 Under the Southern Sky coin. Comes in this very thick capsule. This coin is thicker than the Perth Mint capsules. So if you're trying to stick this into a tube that you would use for Perth Mint coins, it's not going to work because the capsule is quite a bit thicker. So absolutely beautiful coin. You can get these for about $22, best price from Apmex. And Apmex isn't known for having the best prices on coins, but they're actually cheaper there than I've seen at the other big bullion houses. So if you want one, go check it out. 22, 23 bucks. You can get one, and still about $2 to $3, even $4 or more cheaper than an American Silver Eagle bullion coin. These are unlimited mintage. There's no mintage number on these. Absolutely beautiful. So there you go. Better bullion. I think it deserves a part in a more mature stacker stack. I feel like my stack is kind of transitioning in that direction. I'm over 250 ounces of bullion silver and over 5 ounces of gold. So at this point, I feel more comfortable getting into some nicer looking silver bars, as well as some slab coins, some proof coins, and even some higher premium, which it's not really higher premium anymore, but better bullion coins from mints like the Perth Mint. All right, so yeah, I think I think a little bit here and there is a good thing, not too much. But those are just my opinions, and obviously not everyone's going to agree with that. But I'd like to hear what you think. I'd like to hear how much of the better bullion you have in your stack as a percentage. For me, it's probably about less than 5%. I know it's less than 5% of my stack's value, what I've got in the better bullion category, but it'll probably grow over time as my stack continues to mature and evolve, and obviously increase in weight. But I'd like to hear what you think about better bullion coins, what you've got in your stack, what your favorites are, your experience with it, and whether or not you think now is a good time. considering the current prices and premiums on silver bullion products. So please leave a comment down below. Please like this video if you like the content today. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please also do consider subscribing. It really helps a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, everybody, that concludes this video. I'll have an update out on my tube challenge for my YouTubers, which I'm dubbing it. We're going to have week 6 that'll be posting this weekend on my 90 ounces in 10 weeks challenge. All right, we'll see you then. Have a great one.